Hey everyone, welcome to my channel Lumberjack. I finally bought this planer, the DeWalt 735, and in this short video I want to explain you why I think it was the right choice. I keep telling my wife that all those purchases I make are really great investments that are eventually going to pay off. Of course, she doubts me because I haven't sold anything nor produced anything. So here we are. But I really do think in order to make great wood products or just get the lumber cut in a way that allows you to make great products, you will have to have a planer. I've been using this hand planer, this electric hand planer, also from DeWalt, and it's a great product. It does a super great job, but it's obviously limited because it's just very narrow. So this board I cut with the hand planer, and you can see the lines right here where it cuts into the wood. Now they're extremely difficult to get out because you can see the wood is naturally warped. So those warps are just reinforced by the cuts. You can see here it's smooth, but then here it cuts in, and it's really impossible to get a 100% clean surface with that electric hand planer unless the wood is sanded at the end, which I ended up doing, but that costs a lot of time. So this is how the tool came. It weighs 92 pounds. It's recommended to use two people. I am strong enough to lift it on my own. Obviously it's very heavy, but I have it stored in a shed right here, and I'm usually working just outside right here. This particular model came with those two extension tables, which I would recommend getting. It's also really easy to install them. You have those knobs you can push in, and on one side, and there it is, one for the front, and then there's another one for the back. You can adjust the height right here, and then there's two different speed settings. On the back of the planer, there's this little dust hose connector, and I didn't get a hose in the beginning. Now, I did buy one afterwards. It's a 10-inch diameter, 4-foot length dust hose, and even though I work outside, I thought I don't need it, but I am going to show you right now why I think it's a good idea to have one. So I'm going to plane this rough cut black walnut board. This was cut with a chainsaw sawmill, and it's really rough. So let's see what the planer is doing. So the way you know how much wood you're going to remove from the board is by reading this removal gauge right here. And whenever you put the first few inches of the board in and you touch this contact, this removal gauge lifts up. So now this would tell me this board is warped, but this would tell me right here I would cut a 1/16 of an inch. Now the board is pretty wide, so I'm going to lift the planer. So this would be minimal, so that you can see when I lift it, the gauge goes down. Now I'm going to do the first one with nothing at all because the board is warped and I don't want it to get stuck, to see if it cuts away anything. So one side of the board was thicker than the other. It started by not removing anything. You can see how it's pretty rough still here. But at the end of the board, you can already see it's a very nice and smooth finish. So now I'm going to lower the height a bit more to remove more of the surface. And also, as you can see already, I am pretty full of the dust. Without the dust connector attached, I'm going to leave it like this for now, and you can focus, or you can see the way the dust is just blown out and gets everywhere. So now I'm going to attach the dust connector. You have this connector piece right here, which you, let's see how that works. There you go. Very easy. And now I'm going to see. As you can see, I'm obviously outside. I don't have any professional vacuum attached. I am just going to leave the hose like this for now. Let's see if I just attach a back to it. But again, I'm going to leave it like this for now and see how the sawdust is going to be pushed out. Perfect. Absolute game changer. So if you plan to get one of those planers, get a dust hose right away, even if you plan to work outside like I do. Otherwise, you can't really stand behind the machine because all the sawdust is just getting all over you, in your eyes. And this allows you to just have the dust blown somewhere else. So let's finish planing this board. Finished planing this nice walnut board. The surface is super smooth, feels super nice. The edges are also very sharp, which I just learned the hard way by cutting myself, so I really should wear gloves. Lastly, I want to mention that a planer doesn't plane the surface. Does that make sense? No. So you can see the board was warped, and it is still warped, so the warp doesn't go away. In order to cause a really straight surface, a jointer would be needed, but I don't have that. So there are tips and tricks to still get a straight surface without a jointer. But for now, I'm going to leave it like this. I'm probably going to use the board to make some cutting boards out of it, so cut them. But yeah, the warp is not going away. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like, and see you guys soon.